The character Mrs. Puff in SpongeBob SquarePants is actually a criminal. There's a theory related to Mrs. Puff. Let me take you to Season 2, Episode 10. As you already know, SpongeBob keeps taking his driving test but always makes some mistake. In this episode, Mrs. Puff feels that there's no hope for SpongeBob and she finally gives him his driver's license, even though SpongeBob has no driving skills. The moment she hands over the license, she gets a vision. In that vision, SpongeBob is wreaking havoc all over the city with his driving, and the reporter says it all happened because of a driving teacher named Mrs. Puff. In a panic, Mrs. Puff says, "I will have to go to a new city, start a new life at a new school with a new name." In Season 12, Episode Lighthouse Louie, SpongeBob is helping Mrs. Puff by taking out all the trash in the lighthouse. As SpongeBob takes out the stuff, he finds a file with Mrs. Puff's name on it. Now, why would Mrs. Puff have a file with her own name, which looks like something meant for criminals? That means she's hiding here under someone else's identity. As SpongeBob goes through the lighthouse, for a split second, there's a newspaper cutout that reads, "Disgraced boat teacher makes getaway." If you look closely at the text below, it mentions distracts authorities with balloon tricks. Remember what I showed you at the start?